Hello, everyone. This is Nikki from Real Conversations. We are live right now. I am on location in Houston, Texas. So I am waiting for Sheeta to jump on. Hello, Crown Confidence. How are you today? Okay. Sheeta is on here now. So we're going to be doing this remotely. All right. Just accepted the request. All right, Sheeta, are you on here? Okay. Hey, hey, Sheeta.
Hi, I'm here.
Yes. Oh, okay. You got a filter. You fancy.
Oh,
You fancy.
I don't know. I'm new to this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So she trying out some new stuff on me, y'all. She look cute today.
Thank you. You cute girl.
Thanks, girl. I got Lisa here with me. So for
Hey,
you guys
Lisa.
that don't know, this is my niece. She
Hey,
was.
Lisa.
Hey, glasses. Yes, y'all. So, we got a special little treat for you guys today. After we get done with our lunch break segment, Lisa is going to show us her landscapes that she has around the home, um, for the holiday season. You know, since it's almost Christmas time. So,
Right. Turn your camera down a little bit.
take it
I can
down.
see your
You can
chin.
always see
Yeah.
my head. Girl, okay, wait, hold on. Girl, we trying to work this thing out. Let me see, Lisa. Can you pull this off of here? Maybe that's too high. Because at first I didn't know it was gonna be like this with two people. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Let me lift it up. So can you put that back? Okay. Okay, that's better
Okay.
now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Cool.
Your face was cut off at first.
I'm still off.
No, it was cut. Your chin was cut
Oh, the
at the
first
bottom.
thing it did kind of look like that, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, maybe it won't show up. So, yeah. So for those that don't know, we do this lunch break segment every Thursday at 12 o'clock. So
Yeah.
it's just really us, talking about the latest news stories that we kind of found that were interesting or we felt like needed to be heard. And we just kind of let you guys in on it. And then you're free to chime in and let us know your thoughts on it. You can comment, or if you want to hop in on the live, feel free.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you, for some reason, have missed this live, we always repost this live on our Instagram page, which is, our Real Conversations 21 page. And then we also repost it on our Facebook page, which is Real Conversations with Sheeta and Nikki, and on our our YouTube page, which is Real Conversations with Sheeta and Nikki podcast. So if you missed it, you can always rewatch it, go back, pause it.
Yes, definitely. Like we said, we like to go back and rewatch it because we enjoy it just as much as hopefully you guys enjoy it. So,
Right, right. So yeah. So
yeah.
yeah, and also our 25 days of Christmas. If you aren't watching our 25 days of Christmas, y'all need to make sure y'all catching it. We on day 16. Every day is a different theme, Christmas themed video, y'all. So it's from activities with your family all the way to, Christmas drinks, Christmas food, different discussions, games and stuff like that. So if y'all missed it, make sure y'all go on our Instagram page or on our YouTube
Yeah.
to catch some videos. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have a giveaway going on, y'all, too. So
Yeah.
if you haven't already entered into the giveaway, make sure you do that. It's only 3 simple steps, which is like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So that's all you have to do. to be entered into our giveaway.
Yeah. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So you ready to hop into these stories, girl?
Yeah, we can hop into them.
Okay. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay. So last week, this was
Mm-hmm.
all over the news and national news. There was a category 4 hurricane that tore through several states, but it
Mm-hmm.
did the most damage in western Kentucky. Um, in Kentucky, it killed 75 people, and overall, it killed 88 people in total with the loss of life. So it was terrible.
Yeah, I
Um,
heard about that too.
yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
was terrible. And then the thing too, this was on the news, but I don't know how much this was really talked about. But there
Mm-hmm.
was a candle company in Mayfield, Kentucky. And that candle company, if you looked it up, it's like completely gone. You
Mm-hmm.
can't
Yeah.
even tell that it
Yeah.
was a building standing there. It looked terrible. But then when I was also writing the notes for this story,
Mm-hmm.
this is something that I didn't know. One of the workers that worked at that candle company, he told CNN as the storm closed in, the supervisor said that if he left, he would be fired.
What?
Yes. He said, man, you're going to refuse to let us leave, even if the weather is this bad and the tornado's not here yet.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, if you decide to leave and if you want to leave, you can leave, but you're going to be terminated. You're going to be fired.
What?
And that's from someone named Elijah Johnson. It was terrible. Somebody had noted on that a wall fell down on them.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that several of the workers that were injured at that candle company, they are now filing a lawsuit against the company, as they
What?
should.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes,
That's
as they
crazy.
should.
Yeah, because I saw that on the news, and that whole building was like flat, like the
Flats.
tornado ripped right through the
Yes.
building.
I just
And I
was
don't
like,
think you be taking that stuff seriously. Like, if it's a tornado warning, you are supposed to be taking cover.
mhm.
And some people don't, they don't be taking it seriously.
Right, that's true. I mean, I don't know. When I hear those sirens and that wind be whipping up, I do kind of be in there like, you
Yeah.
know, but we don't really
Mhm.
have anywhere like out where we live for like per se
Right.
cover. All you can do is
Hmm.
just like go down in your family room. That's it. Like that is really something to think about because I don't know if Kentucky has ever had any type of tornadoes. Certain areas are known for like having tornadoes come through there,
Right.
so they do have like those things in place, I guess, like those cellars down there and stuff. So
Yeah.
that is something to think about because if that did happen out there where we live, that we wouldn't be prepared.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
And they did say that President Biden has also come out that way and surveyed the damage and met with several other families in the neighborhood. So I think that was great.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so sad. I saw that on the news, all the houses, it was just gone.
Yeah.
Like there
So
was
sad.
nothing.
Yeah. So prayers out to them. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you got, Sheeta, today for us?
Yeah. So my topic is about the repayment of student loans. Y'all know that's coming
Ooh,
up.
ooh, child, let
Yeah.
me hear about that.
So so the Biden administration announces that student loan repayments will officially continue on February 1st of 2022. Okay, it says for almost 2 years, millions of Americans were giving some leeway, for their student loans due to the
Hmm.
pandemic going on. So
Yeah.
back in March of 2020, all the payments and interest rates were paused, giving most, people, you know, um, able to save their money, you know, instead of paying, you know, the student loans back.
Yeah.
It also said that it was saying that a lot of the it said many of the student loan borrowers felt dumped following the news, given that at one point Biden, he did campaign. I feel like he was campaigning that he would get rid of student loan debt
Yeah.
when he was running for presidency.
Yes.
But he hasn't done that. He's only done it for, I guess, a small population of people with student
Mm.
loan debt.
Mm.
But he hasn't erased student loan debt completely, which that
Right.
is something that he was saying
Right.
that he would do. Um,
Mm.
and then it also said that the student loan debt, it really affects the Black women more than white women. It says that the news comes as sadly reality that Black women in particular, who are drastically affected by student loan crisis, that Black women owe an average of 22% more student loan debt than their white counterparts. Black women graduates from undergrad owing nearly about $41,000 compared to white women who would owe $33,000.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from
Okay.
the article, you
Mm.
know, I don't know, because I do remember him saying
Mm.
that.
Yeah. I do
Because I
too.
have student loan debt, okay?
Yeah. Me too.
And I
Yeah.
ain't trying to pay it.
Me neither. Yes. Me neither.
I
That,
feel like we didn't have to pay it. Like,
yeah.
uh,
I agree. Lisa wants to chime in on this too. Right.
okay.
As somebody with student loan debt, I guess I can say like the reason Black women have the highest rates of student loan debt is because we're
Mm,
actually the most degreed out of all demographics. It's Black women.
mm, yeah.
And it's a double-edged sword because when you think about it, like by the time you're 21, if you went to college traditionally, you are in so much debt, but yet you
Mm,
can't even take a drink. So by the time you're 21, you're gonna need that drink because you're looking at it like I make $30,000 worth of debt, and I haven't even gotten a job yet. I haven't even finished my degree most times.
mm,
That's true. That
right.
is. Yeah, I
That
know as
is
far
true.
as like with myself, even when I finished my degree, I had a hard time finding a job. I had to just get a regular type of job until I found something in my field. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like I said, I have student loan debt too.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been getting them emails saying they about to start
Yeah.
you gotta start
Yeah.
paying, you know, monthly or whatever. But I feel like Biden, he should have stood by a lot of what he said as far as like erasing the student loan debt. I feel like he backtracking on his word, where
Yes.
he did erase some of it. But I feel like it ain't helped me none.
But that's got to be Congress. That's the thing. People think the president can do certain things. It's got to be Congress because he can make the suggestion, but somebody has to create the bill. It has to go through both houses. So that's why y'all got to vote. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because when you only vote for the president, things like that start in local elections. They don't start at the top and trickle down. They start at the bottom and trickle up. So you got to vote. Every time it's an election, you got to vote. And you got to vote for your benefits, not because you don't
Mm-hmm.
like somebody.
Right,
Yeah,
right. That's true. That
yeah,
is true.
yeah, that is true because most times you do just think about the president or either your mayor of your city and things like that. So, yeah, I don't feel like I'm ready to start paying back either yet. But I mean, has Biden made any attempts to say, I know like they were saying like with President Barack Obama, they were saying a lot of things that he wanted to do, Congress wouldn't let him do. Um, has Biden taken any type of initiative? Because I haven't heard him say anything else about these student
Mm-hmm.
loans. I'm gonna say a little bit. Like he's helping some of the people like You can get your loans forgiven if you work in nonprofits and you work in like for like the state or something like that, and you gotta
Public
pay for
service. Yeah.
10 years. Yeah,
Right. You
because
gotta pay rent. You gotta make like so many payments. Yeah.
120.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So we would fall in that category just because we do well, we have worked in like that public service field or
Mhm.
nonprofit or whatever, but like Lisa said, you gotta pay on it for 10 years. By that time, I mean, depending on how much your loans is,
Yeah, right, with
you,
interest. Yeah.
right, you might as well go and finish paying it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
it's crazy. I don't
I
know.
just, yeah, yeah.
And
I feel like there should just be more options to pay
yeah,
it off. Like,
yeah, I agree too, and I feel like too, like it's just my own personal thing that everybody that really knows me know I ain't really into politics like that, but I do believe, and even Charlemagne the guy had called out on Joe Biden, like he said a lot of things just to get the black vote. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And he got it, but it's like, okay, what are you really doing? You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people
Mhm.
saying now. Like, what are you really doing? So, and see, that's a tough one because I mean, look at everything that's going on. Like, we really got to backtrack the 4 years of Trump because of all the stuff that he got us in. So it's like you got
Right.
to back the bus back. You got to fight everybody because we got a 50-50 split in the House, well, in the Senate. And with that
Hmm.
50-50 split, that basically means that we have like Joe Manchin. Joe Manchin typically is in a Republican area or independent. So he's always trying to show his constituents that he's just not going down with with the what the Republican with what the Democrats are doing. So it's a fight for everything. Like they didn't want to pay the debt. They didn't want to raise the debt ceiling, which means if the government would have shut down, guess who's going to suffer? It's going to be the little man. It's going to be your grandmas and grandpas with no, because they're not going to get Social Security. Your state workers aren't going to get paid. But all of that is just for the dramatics. And most of what we see is just dramatics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I feel like
tough.
I do need to get more involved with like those local elections and just
Yeah,
really knowing who our local politicians is and like who do I need to talk to about these
right.
student loans or who do I need to talk to about repaving the streets and stuff like that. Like I need to know. Like I need their number in my phone so I
The
can
street
contact them.
would be city, would be like your city officials, your aldermen, your people like that, your mayors. But like
Hmm.
your student loans, that would probably be like the House of Representatives, your representatives, and your senators. But typically,
Hmm.
we don't know really who those people are or how to get in contact with them. Like we see a lot of change on the other side because they rile those people up with hate and anger, and then they're calling. Like we're not
Hmm.
calling, like we're talking about it, but we're not really being about it. You got a small majority who is willing to go to the local school board elections and local school board meetings, who go to the city council meetings. Like that's where it really starts. But we don't lean in on them because we're too busy trying to just survive, really, not even thrive, but survive. That's
Right.
true. Yeah, I
Hmm.
think we do need to start all really coming together. I know people say that, but like we really should. I know, cause like you said, I ain't ready to pay back. So we'll see what happens, honey. And see, that's what messes us up because I don't know how it was when y'all started, but they told us that we were gonna pay $50 a month. Really? Yeah, when I first started, so they're like, oh yeah, $50 a month. You're like, oh, okay. But that was
To
that
pay
initial
off the
26,
student loan?
25 we got. Mm.
You mean to
Yeah.
pay off the student loan?
Yeah, like when I first started, they told me it was going to be $50 a month. But you think about it, the first amount that we got was $2,625. That probably was $50 a month. But then you got
Hmm.
the unsub and the subsidized loan. And then you
Hmm.
kept getting them every semester, every semester. So it's kind of like you get it, but then we get out and we're gonna put our loans on forbearance. We're gonna do all these things, which stops us from the 120 payments. Because I mean, when life hit, you can't say, well, you know what, I'm not gonna have no lights. I'm gonna pay my student loans. Right.
Right. Yeah, you ain't doing
Yeah,
that.
we stuck in between a hard and a rock place. I guess we're
Yeah.
gonna see what's gonna happen in February. So we got a few months to figure it out. So people gonna put them back in forbearance.
Right.
I got an email at 3:13 this morning. 3:13.
But
Wow.
that
From
is
people
your
loan.
goal to like get it paid off. You know what I'm saying? Because that does affect your credit. It
Uh,
affects your credit, and if you want to buy a house and stuff like that, it does. It's on your credit.
right.
So I do want to like. Ultimately, it is my responsibility because I took the signed my name and took. You know what I'm saying? Them student loans out. So ultimately, like I feel like it is my responsibility, but I do. I want to get it off my
Yeah,
credit.
me
And
too.
I know we did have Camila O'Brien on our podcast, and
Yeah.
she said that she had paid off. It was $65,000 in
Mm.
like what was it, 2 years or 3 years? She
Yeah,
paid it
it
off
was really
fairly
quick.
quickly.
Yeah, it was really quick. What was her
So
strategy? Did she live at home? I mean, she
now
did say.
she had a job, but she had like other like side jobs to help pay off, and she was into like investing and stuff
Um,
like that.
uh,
So
yeah,
she was able to pay it off, you
right.
know. But I'm like, if she can do it, I can do
Look, maybe we need to go back and listen to that episode because
it. Lisa
'cause
like,
we've been,
Lisa like, I don't know about that,
yeah,
but yeah, I don't. Yeah.
yeah, we gonna get it figured out. So yeah, okay. Guess I'm gonna go on to the next one, honey, and
Okay.
see. So in Texas, a 16-year-old by the name of Cole Hagan was attacked by three fellow students. They are Aiden Holland, 17, Reed Mitchell, who's also 17, and Logan Humber, which is 18. The attackers had told Hagan at a party that his truck was wrecked. As he went outside, they attacked him. He was found bleeding from the ears with a fractured skull, several brain bleeds. After the attack, one of the attackers had texted one of his friends, and they stated, "Come get your boy out the street." And then the attackers, they were arrested and released on a $20,000 bond. They had to put him in a medically induced coma, but when I was going through the news article last night, they stated that he was out of the medically induced coma. But he is now walking and communicating, but he still has a long road ahead of him. So that's terrible. I mean, I
How old
don't
was
know.
he?
16, and his attackers were 17 and 18. I guess they went to school with him or something. I don't know. They didn't state like the reason for the attack or anything like that. Um, but can you imagine somebody texting one of your friends and said that you left this boy out in the street for basically dead? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what would motivate somebody. I mean, they really beat the heck out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, how,
Did they
it's like now,
investigate?
huh?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh, okay. And it's like, really, they were not thinking, because it's like you're young and they are most likely going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They are going to jail. Like, your life, you can't even enjoy, probably. You're not going to even be 21 and able to go out and have a drink, enjoy yourself, to see what it's like to be 21, because most likely y'all finna go to jail in a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. It's terrible. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna say it
Did they ever
depends.
say why?
No, they never said why. They never said why. Mm-mm. Yeah. You said it depends.
That's an hour and a half from him going north.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of those places, that's one of those places where you see they got on a $20,000 bond. And that was pretty much attempt murder. So they were able to be free on $2,000. That is true. I didn't even think about it because when I'm hearing 20,000 and I'm hearing
Right,
the
simple
attack,
peace, right?
yeah, I'm not even thinking like that's $2,000. That's
They
crazy. You don't know
they
who they're
probably ain't gonna
paying
find no
from.
time.
Yeah. I mean, they pretty much almost killed this boy, and y'all getting out on $2,000. It's a
Right.
small town, and in those small towns, you can get away with murder because you would have to maybe look and see who are these people's parents. You know, in them small towns, your daddy could be the mayor, your grandfather the judge, your cousin this, your auntie that, and you will get probation. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably did it because they knew they could get away with it, and
Yeah.
they wouldn't serve no time. Like they probably not threatened by authority because they know the authority. They know the police, like Lisa was saying. Or
Yeah.
they cousin is the judge or whatever.
Yeah. That's true. I guess I didn't think about that. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's why I like doing these segments because when we all interact, it really kind of makes you think about things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what's really going on in this world and how certain people are just really getting away with the things that they're getting away with. Yeah. My other niece said that said, hey, Angie. Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible. I couldn't even imagine if that happened to my child and they're able to get out for $2,000.
Yeah.
Sad. And probably at school break. Yeah, you
Okay.
know, sad. Yeah. So yeah, what you get?
So my story is a Long Beach. This woman was from Long Beach, California.
Mhm.
She was a mother of two. She actually died during plastic surgery in Tijuana, Mexico. It says the Long Beach woman and her friend, she went to Mexico to get a tummy tuck and
Mhm.
she died and then her friend barely survived. I think her friend ended up having like uh kidney failure or something like that.
Oh God.
It said, I hope I'm saying her name right. Keuana Weaver was her name. She was
Mhm.
38 and a mother of two.
Mhm.
And I guess the surgeon told her that it would be a simple, 4-hour procedure for the tummy tuck. And she got some other cosmetic work as well.
Mhm.
It said her and her friend had headed to Tijuana to the Art Silhouette and Aesthetic Surgery Clinic in
Mhm.
Mexico. But her friend ended up hospitalized for 2 weeks, and Keuana died on the operating table.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
And when I saw this story, I mean, it was so many Black women that
Mm.
have died this year going to Mexico to get these cosmetic surgeries. Like, it was so many. Like,
Wow.
she was just one. And this is just for 2021.
Wow.
So it was so many, and then it said that according to the San Diego Union Tribune, a third
Mm.
woman also fell seriously ill that same day after plastic surgery at that same clinic, and she's suffering from kidney failure.
Oh my
But
God.
the news said that they tried to reach out to the doctor that did the surgery,
Mhm.
and he hasn't gotten back to them at all.
I'm sure.
Um, and Yeah, it also said that the family members of Keuana Weaver, it
Mhm.
said that the autopsy stated that she died from a heart attack and blood clotting
Ooh.
issues, and that I guess Mexico never reported her death. I guess you're supposed to
Wow.
report it or something, but
Yeah.
they never reported it to the U.S. Embassy.
Wow.
But I was just I'm like, I didn't know women were still going to Mexico, especially Tijuana. I heard Tijuana has like a bad rep. I don't know,
Yeah.
but especially like Tijuana.
Yeah.
But it was just so many Black women that have died on the operating table. You know what I'm saying? Getting these surgeries just because it's less expensive.
I
So,
I have so many thoughts on that. Hi Alexandria, how you doing? She just joined in. Um, by working in the hospital prior, and especially working in the surgical units, like to me, my whole thing is just everything. Like I know that, and I ain't saying that we're perfect over here in the United States, but those instruments, they have to be clean and sterilized. There's a process through that. And I don't know what they do over in other countries. I don't know, and I'm not knocking anybody for you do whatever you want to do. But anything like that, a lot of times they say you pay for what you get, you know.
mm-hmm.
And my thought process is really like, y'all doing these surgeries so quick, so many, so fast. Are y'all really sterilizing these instruments? Are these doctors really trained? You know what I'm saying? Are they thinking, well, if we get 5 out of 10 patients to survive, we still gonna keep going over here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I know Hazel E. Anybody that knows her, she's like a reality star. She went over to Turkey and they messed her breasts up or something. She was saying like she had to go down or something. I don't know what had happened, the full story. I don't remember, but anything like that, I'd rather spend the extra money
Yeah,
and be over here. And if anything does go wrong, my
right.
family and friends are here to help me through it. And it's just like, too, a lot of times when people go over to those other countries and it's botched and then they want to come back here to the United States doctors, these
Right.
doctors are not touching it. They don't
Mm-hmm.
want to get sued. They don't want the lawsuit. They don't want the malpractice suits. They don't want any of that. So it's crazy. I wouldn't do it. I have to stay over here in the U.S. I'd rather pay the extra money and
Right.
just be safe.
Right. At least know that it's a board certified surgeon that's
Yes.
doing it. And if something does go wrong, you're still in your own, you're still in the United States. You're not like in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? You're not
Yeah.
like far away to where no one
Hmm.
can get to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree. I agree with you 100%.
It's a couple things I got to say about that.
Hmm.
First of
Mm-hmm.
all, historically speaking, doctors here in America, they feel like Black people don't hurt like other people. So they don't treat us the same. Because even in childbirth here in America, Black women are more likely to die than any other woman, any other woman having a baby. So that first and foremost, they're not looking at us like we feel this pain. So they may not go into this surgery thinking something's going to hurt us. So
Mm.
that's first historically. But then
Mm-hmm.
second, we as women, we got to understand that we were made a certain way. And like, I ain't had no booty. So all my life, I had people try to make me feel like I was less than, like, oh, you would be cute. Like, I remember this one guy, Gator.
Mm.
He probably out of jail now. But Gator don't tell somebody, oh man, Shorty would be cute, but she ain't got no duff. But when Gator went to jail, Gator was messaging me, mailing me, trying to get with me.
Mm.
Because as a person, he knew I was a good person. But we look at so many people on social media and they're getting all this attention because they got booties and all this. I'm going to tell you something. People eat pancakes too.
You said, oh, pancakes fluffy.
Yeah. Well,
Oh
we got
my
to love
God.
ourselves for real. Like, even if you go out and get this booty, yeah, you got these guys talking to you, but are they talking to you or are they talking to your booty?
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Right. they looking at the outside appearance, or are they into you for, your mind, or more
Yeah.
than just your physical appearance?
Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
agree. I don't even look right. Yeah, you know what? And that's funny that, you bring that up, because just speaking for myself personally, I know that it was a point in life where I wasn't really happy with my physical appearance. For one, when I was younger, I was extremely skinny. So I wasn't happy with myself. I was taking things to gain weight. And now that I've gained weight, and I've gotten older, even though I look just as good, y'all. But I was like, oh, I'm older. I didn't gain weight. And not saying that I want to compete out here with the young girls. I never felt like that per se, like young, but I just felt like even somebody my age that was in better shape didn't have a tummy like how I got a tummy, or, like a bigger butt or something. Like, I know I didn't feel confident, but now I feel like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? You have to feel that way about yourself, no
Yeah.
matter what size you are. And if you want to work on yourself, then you do that, but you do it for yourself. You don't do it to be out here competing with these other people, or just to get a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? You do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me a while to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And now it's like this particular person, Keuana, I hope I'm saying her name right. Lord, rest her soul. Weaver, she was a mother of two, so now she has two kids with they're motherless.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she was in a relationship or if the fathers were involved, but it's like now these two kids have no mother.
Mhm.
All because you went out of the country to get, what I'm saying, something that you thought was so simple.
And to not be callous because that is somebody's life, but is a booty worth it? Is a booty worth it? Because Lord forgive me, but when they bury you, they're not gonna bury you booty face, booty up.
Mhm.
You're not gonna see none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
none of that matters.
Yeah.
Like those poor kids, that family. And the other girl, you're here, but you're messed up. You probably got to take dialysis for the rest of your life. And guess what? You're sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
child.
Like the lady
Yeah.
that lost her leg, she was getting the fixer flap pumped in her, and it messed her up, and they had to cut her legs off. All for a booty, for a booty. And I mean, I know men act like booty is the only thing that exists in this world, but half the people that's telling you what you ain't got, bruh, you probably
Mm-hmm. Right.
Uh,
Cause what's that other girl name? That singer. Dang, what was her name?
Paul Michelle?
Yeah, her.
Uh,
Did she go out of this country to get that for them booty injections? I don't
I
remember,
I
but I know
don't
they
know.
she had to go under several like surgeries to get that stuff removed because
Yeah.
it was messing up her whole like life. Like she couldn't do anything. She was depressed, all
Yeah.
because of you want a big ass. Like, and I
Right.
knew it wasn't real because it's like yo butt ain't nobody born with a butt that big. Come on now.
Right.
Like we knew it wasn't real. We knew it wasn't real. So why'd you? I
Yeah.
don't know.
see. We as women, we think that men just be like booty, booty, ooh, ooh. Like
Right.
they just lose their minds over booty, giving up paychecks over booty that everybody gets.
Yeah.
Because
A
she
real
was in so
man.
much pain. She couldn't even like sit down. Like it was
uh,
horrible.
That's terrible. I just feel like a real man is not gonna look at all of that. That's why I always say, fall in love with my man. This stuff right here, this ain't gonna last. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Where are we gonna be at in 20, 30 years? You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna look the same. I'm not gonna look the same. Let's
Right.
fall in love with each other's minds.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. But then I think too, like back when I was young, like teenage years, anybody that remembers Jenny Jones, the talk show host,
Oh yeah.
um, yeah, she had breast implants, and she was very open and vocal about, she got these breast implants and they were leaking and the silicone was going through her body. And she was like, this is something that you don't want to do. And I remember being young then. And I was like, man, she's really putting it out here, because a lot of times these celebrities, they don't want to say anything. But I
Yeah.
like the fact that she was letting people know. And to me, I was flabbergasted, like years later, like, did these people listen to Jenny Jones? Like, y'all still doing this? Anyway, this lady comes licking through her body. And y'all still doing it. So, and it's like now it has gotten worse. These people are so young too that's doing this plastic surgery. Some of these people ain't even had kids yet. And they getting their bodies and tummies and stuff done. Like, it's gonna, when you have these babies, it's still gonna be, what you gonna do? Go get another one, keep getting another one. And then it's another thing I found out from my friend. There's only a certain amount of liters that they can take out here in the United States that's legal. If you go to these other countries, they will take out more than they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, like saying, I think it's, I don't know if it's like 5 liters or something here in the United States legally, but if you go over to these other countries, they're probably going to take out more. They don't care because they want the money. You know what I'm saying? But it's not safe.
But that's just social media. We look at social media, like, I think a lot of people don't even know what they look like anymore because they have these filters. And then when you come back to reality, you're not satisfied with yourself because you don't look like this filter. You don't look like this Instagram model.
Yeah.
All of that is fake.
That's true.
And because we're constantly looking at all these perfect bodies, we
Right.
start to internalize that we're not good enough.
Yes.
But when you think about most of them, most of them, they got anxiety, they got depression, but we only see
Right.
booty up. You know, you don't see once they click snap and they're back to reality.
Yeah.
And it's just so sad that because we don't know what's going on aside from this person's publicity reel, whatever you want to call it, you don't realize they're just as unhappy as you are. And a booty did not make them happy. And typically, like Little Kim, you start to get addicted because now you're looking like, well, I can lift my boobs. I could tighten this. I could tuck my chin. I could tuck my ears back. And now you don't even look like you're the natural beauty, and you're not going to age well because you started altering yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, Lil' Kim, now she went too far. And then she had a daughter, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like when she had her daughter, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I feel like, wouldn't her daughter like question, like, okay, who knows do I have? Who lives? Because she don't look like she used to look. So I feel like that would confuse the child. Like, who are you, mama? Like, are you my mama? Because we don't look nothing alike.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I feel like that's traumatizing for a child.
Yeah.
But she's supposed to follow down the same path of self-hatred.
Yeah.
Because that's self-hatred.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope not.
I mean, but you gotta think about that world they live in. Like, they don't live in the regular world like we do. And especially, like, if she decides to go into entertainment, you are so picked apart. And we all do it. Like, ooh, her nose too big. Ooh, ooh, no, ooh, how is she? Like, what's Arsenio Hall of Drag? Oh, what's the Wendy Williams? Like, I honestly sometimes feel sorry for her because I feel like she's hateful because she's in Hollywood and you're not like the people that you talk about.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to just age gracefully. That's all I can do. Yes.
I might get a little warm brown. A little warm brown around the edges, but I don't want no new booty. Like, I've been working with this since forever. This how God made me. And if other people feel like they're junk, then what are you saying about God's creation?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Alexandria said, have a great day. I guess she had to leave.
Oh, did she? Oh, okay.
Thanks for joining us, Alexandria.
Yes. Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh. Well, I missed so many comments. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hop into my last one.
Okay.
So this happened in Baltimore, y'all, Baltimore, Maryland. 44-year-old Rajaee Shareef Black. He killed his ex-girlfriend and his ex-wife. Before he killed his ex-wife, he went on his live on Facebook and he stated, "Anyway, I just did something crazy. I just shot my ex-girlfriend in the head. It felt like a dream. I never thought I would be that guy. I can't go to prison. So the person that really started my depression and all of this is my ex-wife. So she's next. Then I'm going to do myself." Um, so when he was saying that, he was in front of his ex-wife's doorway in her apartment complex, and he charged towards the door. This was still on the live, and then like on the news or the media or whatever, they cut it off, but he was saying, today's the day, and he like charged towards her door, and then he killed her, killed himself, and then his kids was in the car in the ex-wife's apartment complex. She didn't
What?
see the murder. They didn't see the murders going on, but you know when the police did arrive there, then they found the kids in his car. And they did. He did state in his live that he was in the middle of a custody battle. So, and you know this man was a nurse, an anesthetist, and that's like somebody in the operating room. They're like an anesthesiologist, but like the nurse version. So
What?
he's educated, smart. Like this man should have got some help. Like what in your mind would make you go that way, and then you go on the live to say that this is what you're. I mean, and if anybody's seen the video, if you go back and see the video, he
Yeah.
was just calm about it like how me and you are talking. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe that he was just like, I mean, to me, it just seems like if you were going to kill yourself, you just wouldn't be in a state of mind just talking like this. He's like, so
Right.
yeah, I'm going to do myself next after I kill her. And I was like, these poor kids, they don't have a mother or a father. How selfish are you? And I feel like, you know, depression and all these things, this stuff is real. Y'all need to get some help. Seek some help. Like, don't go this way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even thinking about your kids. Traumatizing.
Mm.
Yeah, so I mean, I just feel terrible for those kids. I was just in shock. And that makes me think too back to a long time of this news story. There was a case manager. This was maybe about 3 years ago, and he was on the live and he went up and shot that old man in the head. Just out of the blue. Didn't even know this man. The man was walking home from the store. Like y'all gotta get some help, man.
Yeah, because mental illness is real. Like if you're not treating it,
Mm,
or it can, as you can see, it can go there. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
it's important to get help. You know what I'm saying? Because you even said that he was depressed, right?
yes.
He was
Yes.
Black.
Yes. He said he was
Mhm.
depressed. And he said something about they were making up allegations that he was molesting his children, his ex-wife and his ex-girlfriend.
Mm.
So I don't know, but if that was true, and I don't know the full story, but if that was true, he wouldn't have had those kids. The court wouldn't have let him take the
Have
kids anywhere. So
right.
I don't understand that.
It make you wonder, like, was he living in reality?
That's
Right.
true.
We got a comment. I hope I'm saying this right, but it says hot ice for real too. Says some
Mm.
people are beyond help. All they can see is the end. Too far gone. Yeah, that's
Yes.
true. That's true. Sometimes people can't think of like a resolution or I don't know, some people, I don't know, it's hard for them to envision like a actual solution to their problem. Like the only way out is maybe to
Mhm.
end their life. You know what I'm saying? Other,
Yeah.
they don't have those resources, or maybe they feel like that wouldn't help, or maybe they might be embarrassed to try, you
Mhm.
know, other resources, and they think that, ending their life is the only way out.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? A lot of times this starts a long time ago. This might have started even in childhood, and then it carries on to when you're adult. And I know
Yeah.
just speaking a lot, like, in the African American community, we've talked about this before, we don't look at getting help. We just go sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Go
Yeah.
drink some water. Go eat
Yeah.
some food. You know what I'm saying? It's not looked about like maybe we need to get some counseling or
Explore.
some therapy or some medication. Because ain't
Yeah.
nothing wrong with taking some medication to get yourself in a place that you need to be. And a lot of
Right.
times it's not permanent. You know what I'm saying? It can be temporarily.
Right.
But we
Right.
need
And
more
we talked
resources.
about that on our
Yeah.
podcast too,
Yeah.
with oh Lord, what was his name? When did we do the podcast about
Oh,
mental health?
Marlon?
Yes,
Yeah.
he talked about that, too, on the podcast about mental
Mhm.
health and how he struggled with it.
Yeah.
But he was able to really get help. Like he took
Hmm.
himself to the hospital and was like, I don't feel right, something don't feel right, I need some help.
Right. That's true. Even speaking with myself, somebody that, deals with anxiety, if I would have got ahead on this, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have let it bubble over so much. You know what I'm saying? But that was never
Mhm.
talked about with, anxiety or stress.
Right.
It's just never something we ever talked about. Just like, oh, it'll pass.
Pray about
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
God go. You can pray it away. You can pray away mental illness.
Mm,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna let
prayer
you pray
does
on
work,
yeah.
but in conjunction with other stuff.
Why? Because if you have a chemical imbalance, prayer can assist, but you
Right.
need some medicine to get you back
Yeah.
chemically aligned.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Right.
That's
Right.
true. What does Horace say? Yeah, it does. It does. My own depression started in my childhood. Yeah, and carried over into my adult. Yes. Mental health affects your physical. Yes, it does. Yes, my anxiety cripples me. I
And
I pray that you find some help for that, Horses, because I've been there. I don't know if you ever heard, our podcast, but just speaking for myself, I couldn't drive for a while. And anybody knows me, I'm a driver. So, but it was, like my hands was literally shaking like this. I couldn't even drive up the street. So I've been there. I know about that anxiety. So, just speaking for myself, I had to go on medication for a while. I'm not on it right now, but if I feel like I need to go back and get, you know, more or whatever the case, then I have no problem with that. So, yeah, but I'm praying for you that you do get through this. So,
yeah.
Like I think we all need therapy at some point in time because basically we are just adult versions of our child self. And
Mm-hmm.
if you never face your demons, you're gonna forever keep repeating cycles. Like sometimes I have to reality check myself. I
mm,
have to really reality check myself, and it hurts to like
mm,
think think about things that people have done to you, things that you have done to yourself that have put you in
yes,
bad places. And we
Right.
all need to be able to sit down and talk to somebody and
Yeah.
just learn coping mechanisms, learn about why.
mm,
And sometimes you gotta like forgive yourself, and sometimes you gotta
yes,
kind of, just be open to change. And change is the hardest
Mm-hmm.
thing because you could be
yes,
living in like this trauma based reality, but you don't know how to get out of it because all you've ever known is trauma. And it feels, although it hurts, it feels normal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
That's true. I actually was still reading that book by Joe Osteen.
Mhm.
I don't know if Hot Ice, if this will be a good book for you. But it is called Joe Osteen, Peaceful on Purpose. And I was actually reading it today, and he was talking about how people carry around so much guilt. They
Mhm.
carry around all these baggages of guilt all the time. And he was just saying how we're not designed to carry guilt. Our
Yes.
guilt is you're supposed to give that to God and let
Yeah.
Him deal with that. We're not supposed to carry it around ourselves.
Mhm.
So, and when I was reading that, I was like, dang, like you be like, is you talking
Yeah.
to me?
Right.
Because it
Yeah.
is times when you be feeling like sometimes you just feel like maybe you're not good enough or maybe you didn't accomplish enough. And it's like that's a part of guilt. Like, you know what, you did do enough this year. You know what I'm saying? You got what you were able to get done. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So you can't carry around that guilt of maybe I didn't do enough or I should have done this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or I should have done
Mhm.
that differently.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
God gives you a chance every morning you wake up to do it differently. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So sometimes it's just about your perception and how you think of
Mhm.
things.
Mhm.
And that's also a work in progress too. Like, to change your thinking. Like it's
Mhm.
not like a one day thing. You have to work at it. And
Yeah.
you got to surround yourself around people that are trying to get to a place too, like you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like
Yes.
they're working on their goals just like you working on your goals. Like you can't be
Mhm.
around people that ain't doing nothing. 'Cause
Yes.
then that's gonna spill over to you.
Yes.
So,
Low frequency people. Like people don't talk enough about frequency. Like people
mhm.
we elevate on different levels of frequencies. Like you can be low level, and when you hang around low level people, I mean you can't help but to be low level because you're feeding
Mhm.
off that energy. But when you start hanging around high frequency people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, it's gonna reveal to you some things. Because like all
Yeah.
my life, I never thought I was good enough. Because I
Mhm.
was told like, oh, your hair is not this, you're not this. People used to tell me I was fat,
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and like I remember sitting in class trying to sit a certain way so my thighs didn't look fat. And now you think to like now, if you got fat thighs, you the bomb.
I didn't know that. What was it when we was little?
Yeah,
That's
because
I
Nikki
hear
was
what you
the
I
skinny
hear
one
what
and
you
I was
saying.
the fat one.
wow.
What?
Like Nikki had the longer hair. I mean, like I
Oh.
can think back to some times. Like when I say I reality check myself, I remember us being in the front yard, and it was some kids that came by. And for me to remember this, this set in my psyche that
Mm.
they gave Nikki some candy, even though she got in trouble after for taking candy from strangers. But they gave her some candy because she was cute. And you sitting there thinking
Mm.
like, well, I'm probably like 5. I want candy. So you internalize
Mm.
that. I even had a relative tell some other kids that, oh, well, she's cute. But y'all are like gorgeous and y'all are beautiful. And the child repeated it back to me. And I remember this. So this
Mm.
all started as a little kid. And
Yeah.
it just,
Wow.
like self-esteem issues. Like you thinking like
Right.
you're not good enough, and then I ain't got no booty. So people like, oh, and like
Mm.
you can internalize all of that, and
Wow.
like it shapes who you are and how you feel
Yeah.
about yourself. Like I was looking at
Right.
a picture Nikki sent me when I was little, and I had my Jerry curl because, of course, my hair wasn't good enough. But I looked at me and I was like, dang, I was cute. And I didn't even
Mm.
know because you
That's
weren't. It was
terrible.
the frequency as a kid that I was on. So I never saw myself as being cute. It was always like I was always less than. Like even I was messing up in school. I was told, "Oh, well, you need to be like this person." And
Mm.
thinking like, well, you don't even know what they doing. They cut in school every day.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, you know, sometimes even though some people are adults, I feel like they don't know how to talk to children. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like you might look at them, oh, they're older, but they don't know how to really communicate with a child. So
Right.
they say things like, you know, oh, you need to be like so and so, or your
Hmm.
hair needs to look like so and so's hair.
Yeah.
But it's
Hmm.
like that's that's not the way adults should be talking to children. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it affects the child.
Girl. Yeah.
It affects the child as well.
Yes, that's true.
And yeah.
It's sad. I didn't know that particular incident, but that must have been like the second time because I remember one time we was in the backyard and the ice cream man gave me an ice cream but didn't give one to Lisa. And Lisa came in the house screaming and crying and stuff. And my mother and the father, they took care of it, But that is
Mm.
something that embeds like if this keeps happening to you, you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
remember that. Maybe I blocked that out my mind.
Yeah, that happened to you. Yep.
Yeah.
They
And that's
gave me a
crazy. Yeah. Because adults, they don't know how to behave. You
right.
think
They
kids
don't.
don't know how to act, adults don't need. They
Hmm.
be
But it's
saying
just
wrong
it's crazy.
stuff. Okay, Lord,
Yeah.
keep this to yourself.
Yeah. Look at how I can.
I had a Jerry curl too. Until 94.
Them Jerry curls.
Let your
Ooh.
You, y'all was rocking the Jerry curls around the same time.
By 90, I got a perm I got a press in 89 and a perm in 91. And when I say you couldn't tell me nothing with my perm, I'm walking up and down, past short, but slipping in bangs. Slipping in bangs.
How do you remember you got a press in 89? How do you remember all that?
I can remember 20 years ago, but I can't remember yesterday.
Oh, God.
Like, I remember a lot of things. And that's why, like, I have to reality check myself sometimes because I have to go back and think, like, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel this way? Why did I accept this? And I have to think, like, because I was never made to feel pretty. I was never made to feel worth it because I remember this little ugly guy in high school. He used to talk about my lack of a butt every day, and he was ugly. Lord forgive me, because we talking about certain things, but he was ugly. How dare you, try to
That's
make me feel bad about myself? And and it did. Like, I bought a butt pad because
mm,
I felt like that was just the ultimate thing to have is a booty. Like,
yeah.
that's the one thing I felt like I could put on makeup, and I don't think I'm a unattractive person, so I
Hmm.
would be like, well, I'm cute.
Right.
But when you feel like you're lacking, so I can understand to an extent why people go out and get the booty shots because they feel like it's gonna make them whole. They feel like people are gonna accept me now and they're gonna look at me different. But all they're gonna find is something else to pick apart.
That's true. And then a lot of times it's that other person's their own insecurities that they're spilling out onto
Right.
other people.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So I'll be like, whatever. Yeah, I got a stomach, but I'm cute
Right. Keep it
along with
moving.
You know what? That's just a
Mm-hmm.
little extra to hold on to.
it. Okay. Give me
Okay.
them love handles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you have one? You had one more, right, Sheeta?
That was it.
Oh, that was it?
Oh, you got two. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do now, guys, is Lisa's gonna take over for a little bit and she's gonna show us her are they called landscapes or
In my
villages?
Christmas villages, I no
Yeah.
longer want a Christmas tree because my last tree was almost a St. Patrick's Day tree. I had a
Mm.
Valentine's Day tree. That's how long I kept my tree up. Like, I
Okay.
went and bought all the little hearts and bubbles, and I had a Valentine's Day tree. I almost took it there for a year, but I was like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. But I started getting into the villages because I don't know. Like, I love The Sims. I love like the building and the Cityville and all of that. I love that kind of thing. I don't know what you would call it. I got a master's in community development, so I was really good at placing places and learning about certain things.
Yeah.
And the villages are just an extension of Cityville. We
Okay.
had to place buildings and things, and I don't know what it is. Like, I guess I'm going to be that lady when I grow up. I'm going to have all the little whatnots and things like that. My sister told me that, and she is correct.
Mm.
But it's when you find something that makes you happy,
Yeah.
do it. And
I agree.
like my husband called it clutter, but this is my happy clutter.
But it's pretty though, y'all. I'm so excited
Oh
for
But
yeah,
you.
I'm really
he like
excited to
everything
see.
he
I want
suggested.
to see.
Right, but I like my happy clutter. Like I'm in such a good place when I lay my villages down because I actually think about what belongs at what place. Like
Mhm.
you can't really see behind Nikki, but right behind us, this is my Christmas tree. That's the
Okay.
only tree I'm putting up.
Yeah. Okay.
But like
Well, here,
everything,
take the thing so you can go around and show it. So I'm gonna flip it over to her.
Mhm. Like this is my kids area, I guess we'll call it. Like I sat down and I truly thought out like what should be in this area. Like we have a toy store, we have a reindeer house, we have Santa's house, we have a candy store, and then we have a school because this is where I feel like children should go. And we had a little storm, so one of the trees got blew over.
Oh,
And then when you look under my Christmas tree, it's a little village. But this got tangled, so ignore that. Then we go over
Nice.
here and we have my Walmart isn't lighting up. And I chose this Walmart because Walmart it used to be my happy place until, you had to start checking yourself out. So I don't work for Walmart. Let me get you over here. And then like I just have little areas like a beer pub, a pet shop, just all the
Oh,
kind of little things. And then I put little things in place to kind of give you an idea of maybe how a city should be planned.
right. So do those light up?
Yeah. My
Oh,
batteries, I'm gonna tell you something. If you do Christmas lights that have batteries, take your batteries out. Because as they sit for a year, they start to corrode, especially if they're cheap batteries, and you end up with your the battery fluid kind of making them stick. And like these are my ones I get from the dollar store. And you see I have the lights, and under each house is a light. So the light starts to shine from each house. So it has a little glow on the sides, and it also has a little glow underneath the house. Like
that's
I love my
cute.
little African American Santas. I try to
Yeah.
have people that look like me in my house. Got a little cars going through the neighborhoods, and we have an inn, we have a tavern, which is I guess different from the beer pub, and we have restaurants. I don't know what this word is, but I thought it was so cute. And then when you go to the other side, please excuse my setup. So I'm gonna just do because I'm still in the process. But this is one of my favorite areas right here, and I do have this lit up because since it's daytime, it's no real reason to put the lights on. But this is like my downtown city area. You
Mhm.
have the station, you have the fire station, you have the county courthouse, and you have a train station, and then I have a train.
That's nice. I like that train.
Thank you, Walmart. After Christmas, town hall, and most of these, honestly, I got from the thrift store.
Hmm.
They're a whole lot cheaper. I want to start investing in the newer ones, the bigger
Yeah.
ones, but I need a little bit more space to actually be able to put that somewhere so that it won't be clutter. I even have a couple in my bathroom. So one day my vision is just to have just villages everywhere, different little stations and different little sections of different sizes. But you start small. Because I started out with maybe a couple from Walmart, and now you see I have pretty much downstairs covered.
Yeah.
Oh, my dinner table. Hold on. Got to go past the Christmas clutter. What's that? And this is a work in progress because it starts out one way and it always ends up a different way.
But
Oh,
I
okay.
think
That's the
if people
dining room
like to
table. So
see
that's
it,
like the centerpiece.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I try to do seasonal tablescapes.
Oh.
So that, like I have stuff for like after Christmas, I believe I go into, no, maybe it's my Valentine's Day, and then it may go into my Mardi Gras because I remember last year during Mardi Gras, that's when we had the freeze. So I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just decorating and things like this is just kind of one of the things that it makes my soul happy. And when I'm
Yeah.
feeling down, sometimes when all the lights are lit up, I just come down and just look at it and kind of, just feel at peace.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
like it. It's nice. And I like the gold and the like the green trees.
yeah.
I like
thank you.
the colors. I like the color scheme, especially on the table.
It's kind of, you kind of see the picture in the background. It's kind
Right.
of going with my theme. My
Mm-hmm.
theme used to be like water for chocolate, like chocolate in that brown color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, guys, I guess that is it for our lunch break
Yeah.
edition.
I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed it too. I did. I thought, like it would be nice to show. Oh, it would be nice to show, just the viewers, some get into some holiday,
Yeah.
spirit and things like that. So yeah.
Thank
I
y'all
think
for
it probably
having me.
it probably look even better with the lights off, like she said, and
Yeah.
everything is lit up. And then she had
Mhm.
like the lights in the like the look. What's the like the snow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
I
Yes.
like that. I like that.
Yes. So I guess we're gonna close it on out. Yes, for you guys that hung on, or you can watch this later on, we thank you guys so much. For everybody that checked in, make sure that you follow us on all our social media platforms, which is YouTube, Real Conversations with Sheeta and Nikki podcast, our Facebook, Real Conversations with Sheeta and Nikki, right here on Instagram, Real Conversations 21, our TikTok, Sheeta and Nikki.
Yes.
Yep. And also click the link in our bio to see our latest promotions with Happiness Journals, Tropic Owl Living, and also to see how you can become a subscriber to our podcast.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then make sure you all join us next Thursday on our live, y'all. We will be announcing the winner of the giveaway live on our Instagram next week, which is what, December 23rd. So if you haven't
Yes.
already entered, you still
Mm.
have time to enter into the giveaway, y'all, because we will be announcing that thing next week.
Yes, definitely. So, yes. So, thanks so much for watching. And I guess I'll see you,
Bye,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Check it out. So, we'll see you guys next week, and I'll see you when I get back home, Sheeta.
Okay.
All right. Peace.
Bye.